Hi, welcome to the Old Couchcast. My name is Caden. With me here I have John Wagner and Zachary Zerzolo. Today we're doing a fun game that we stole from another podcast called Let's Fight a Boss. So basically the concept of today's podcast is we take a big list of all the GameCube games that we're familiar with or that we've liked, and we go through the entire thing and we cut them off one by one until we get the victor, the best GameCube game of all. And we have to battle each other in hand-to-hand combat. Whoever can best each other gets to pick up a weapon and execute the other one.
I don't remember that part.
I
don't remember that.
This is getting really uncomfortable.
You are shirtless. You did rip your shirt off during that intro.
You didn't have to tell them that. You didn't have to tell them that.
Are you cult kidding? Because
you didn't have to tell them that either. Just because, okay, my shirt's off and my pants is...
Alright, so we're going to go through our list of our 27 games and let you know what they are. So at first we got Metroid Prime,
Pokémon Coliseum,
Pokémon Channel,
Pokémon XD, Gale of Darkness,
Naruto Clash of Ninja 2,
Animal Crossing, fuck yeah,
Paper Mario A Thousand Year Door,
Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights,
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom,
Luigi's Mansion,
we got Mario Sunshine,
Simpsons Hit and Run,
Sonic Heroes,
Twilight fucking Princess,
Wind Waker,
Over the Goddamn Hedge,
Ocarina of Time Remastered,
Super Smash Bros. Melee,
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle,
Mario Kart Double Dash,
Shrek 2,
Kirby's Air Ride,
Harvest Moon Magical Melody,
Star Fox Adventures,
Mario Party, just in general, like all of them.
Yeah, like 5 through 7.
Yeah.
No, actually 4 through 7.
Yeah.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
And Spider-Man 2.
And Super Mario World.
Fuck you.
And Super Mario.
For the GameCube.
Alright, now...
Right.
Kid, you making the first cut, and...
So this is kind of ironic, but I suggested Over the Hedge, and I just don't... I don't even want it on there anymore. Let's just cut out Over the Hedge.
I honestly, I've never played the game, so I
can say something about it. Okay, I got it off of, I tried Gamefly for free, you know, that, website or whatever, and I rented it, and I played it in one day. It was really fun. This is also at a time that I was really into the movie. So it was so much more fun just because I really like that movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I was a little kid and I related a lot to that nerdy turtle. So let's just cut it out. It doesn't actually have that much value to it. Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. So Over the Hedge is our first to be sacrificed, number 27. Alright, so I'll make a cut. These are a bunch of really good games.
Yeah, no, they are really good.
I'm gonna go with...
I dropped my orange on the floor.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Versus... Oh, God.
I liked that game when I was a kid. I don't think it's a good game. It plays really bad.
It's not, but I really like Harry Potter, so I kind of...
Would you say it was similar to his experience?
Yeah,
it's just really into the movie.
Yeah.
1 second, my aunt's calling me.
So,
No reason. Okay, good.
So I'm picking Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, but the same reason you're picking Over the Hedge. Good movie. Liked it as a kid. Got the game. Was just really excited to actually play in the Harry Potter universe. Not a very good game. Not really doing much.
Well, I beg to differ. No, I don't. Let's take it out.
All right. So that's number 26.
Okay.
Pass the dagger to you.
The dagger. Ooh. Dangerous. I guess I'm gonna have to take out Star Fox Adventures, even though I put that in. I liked it as a game, but nobody else does in the world, right? Everyone hates that game.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be a different game, and then they saw it and they're like, let's just slap some Star Fox onto it.
Yeah, and so...
Game scares me.
I like it because my brother played it when I was a kid. I didn't even play it. I just watched my brother play it.
Yeah, I never played it, so
I can't keep it as, on the list for me. But it is a really cool looking game. I could say that. I could justify that. And crystals, Damn, furry.
All right, so that's our number 25 pick.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know much about this game, so I'm just asking, what is your opinion on Pokemon Channel?
Oh man, Pokemon Channel is one of the best games for people who aren't into like complex games. Like if you just want to sit back, relax, I don't know, pack a bowl, I don't know what you're into, and play some fucking relaxing games, that's the game for you. It's so easy. Okay, you know what Pokemon Hey You Pikachu is.
Yeah.
Unperfected game that was kind of shitty.
Didn't really work really well.
But really cool concept.
Yeah, good idea.
Pokemon Channel is that, but done right. That's basically what it is. You can interact with Pikachu, you can take them outside to make friends with new Pokemon, you can watch exclusive Pokemon episodes that are only in that game. You can go to other locations, you find like treasure and like little items, you can decorate your house. It has its own little world. It's like a Pokemon game in the Pokemon universe that's nothing like any other Pokemon game. So that's why I put it on there.
All right. Okay, well, you seem like you feel more strongly about Pokemon Channel than I do about Naruto Clash of Ninja 2. That's Naruto. I love that game because of the fact that it was like the first Naruto game.
Did I play that one on Xbox also?
No, that was that's Naruto Chronicle or like Naruto Path of Ninja or something like that. But now this one is just a fighting game with really simple. Doesn't have that good of graphics, but you didn't at the time. There was no other Naruto game brought over to America, so it was the only one you could get. And I really enjoyed that game, and I still enjoy it. Like I think I would go back to it and have a lot of fun. But they have better Naruto games, and it's not that good of a fighting game. So I think that sounds like our 24th.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree. I would take it off the list, and I love Naruto, but the newer Naruto games just make that one look so
it's just like so clunky,
crusty,
and like stiff.
Yeah, it's like I mean, you really think so?
All right.
Like me on a good day.
Mm-hmm. Like you on every day.
All right. So you go.
Okay. So you remove Naruto.
24th best game
Out of all these, I don't want to. I have never played Metroid Prime, so I don't have any attachment to it. But I don't want to put it out because I already know it's better than most of these games.
Yeah.
Or some of these games, I mean.
Metroid Prime is a very good example of taking an old game and perfecting, or kind of like improving it in every way, in some kind of way, in 3D, in my opinion. I love Super Metroid and I love them, but I love how the atmosphere of Metroid feels. And like a good example is like I always talk about how I love how the Dark Souls series, how it tells stories through like item descriptions. Yep. That's all Metroid is. There's a lot of you scan an item and then you get all of its backstory, or you scan an enemy and you get all of its backstory and like all this kind of crazy stuff, and the environments are really so cool. Yeah, and like they did that on the GameCube, and it's just like the details they put into that game are so good, and it's so like polished.
We didn't put Metal Gear Solid on the list.
Yeah, but I've never played it on GameCube.
For sure. All right, let's keep Metroid on there. You got me on that. I like that. How about... I like all these games.
Yeah, this is a hard list.
Mario Party. I don't really care that much for it. Like, Mario Party was always fun as a kid, but like, by the end of it, I was always just like, oh, my friends are beating me. This sucks. This is lame.
Yeah, Mario Party is a very good example of having a game that is everybody could play.
Yeah,
but
almost like Pokemon Channel. It's just really easy.
To me, that's not why I go to games, though. So
it's like,
exactly why.
Yeah, it's like a game that Marshall would play.
It's a party game.
Because it's too easy, and like he's not good at games.
True. That is true.
So it would work really well for him.
It's all about the mini games.
Yeah,
it's all about mini games, which is cool.
And there's a lot of like just kind of waiting around in Mario Party. I've never been that big of a Mario Party fan.
Because it's like, wait your turn. You know? And like, the only game that's ever done that right is Animal Crossing's Plaza game. That's a joke. That game's really bad. The one that's trying to be Mario Party, but it's Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest Animal Crossing fan in this house, but I fucking hate that game. It just does not do that universe justice at all.
It's like Mario Party, but only you just don't do anything.
You don't do anything. You just move.
Mario Party with no mini games.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just for people who wanted to see Animal Crossing be alive still. That's all it is. They were like, just so you know, we still exist.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
So, it's my cut. Now, this is a game that if I was making this personal list, this is the first game I would cut. But I knew I wasn't going to go for it because I know people are attached to this game. Sonic Adventure 2.
I like it.
I really like that game. But I can say the only reason I actually like that game is the Chow Garden.
Yeah, exactly. The best thing about that game is the Chow Garden, but it's not the main point of that game. That game is to play Sonic. And like the GameCube version is a bit better example because they added more stuff to the Chow thing than that was in the original game.
Yeah.
And
How
also
come,
that's another thing is that it's a port.
How come Sonic Adventure 1's not on this list? You guys just like Sonic Adventure 2 better?
I don't think it's on GameCube.
No, it is.
Yeah, it is on GameCube.
I didn't play it on GameCube.
I only picked Sonic
It's
Adventure 2
a
as
director's cut.
Yeah,
I only played Sonic Adventure 2.
I didn't put Sonic Adventure 1 on the list because I wanted to not put 2 Sonic Adventure games, and I thought 2 would be more popular. I like Sonic Adventure 1
true.
better.
I think it is more popular.
I've never played the first Sonic Adventure.
Because you get to play as Shadow the Hedgehog.
Speaking of which, best game for PS2, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a
Back to the GameCube list.
So, do we want to keep it or cut it? Because I'd be understandable about keeping it for a little bit.
Is there
Cut
anything
Cut
you think is worse than it?
No, that's why I picked it. Because I don't think... I'm looking at this list, and like I don't know much about the games that I'm kind of like iffy on, but I'm down. I don't think Sonic Adventure 2 is a good game, in my opinion, but like...
What do you think, Caden?
What, should I cut
Anything
it?
worse than Sonic Adventure 2?
I would... I don't... No, I guess not. I mean, some of these, I don't know if I would pick... No. I guess not. I've had more fun with most of these.
Yeah.
So, I would remove it. I just really like the Chow Garden.
Yeah. Okay.
They need to make a Sonic game just for that. Please.
Just a Sonic.
Yeah, honestly-
Just that, they literally could just call it Chow Garden.
They would make
it would sell
so
so
much
Call
much.
it Chow. It would. That's the way to fucking save your company, Sega. Are you listening? Because I know you listen to all of our podcasts.
All
Do
of them?
that. None of them.
Also, I want to bring this up. We probably should take a pause on this podcast.
Yeah, to pick up Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so too.
Alright, time for a break.
All right. So
Yeah, wherever you were at.
we just cut Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Shut the fuck up. Just kidding.
So I think you have the next cut. Because I think I cut that. Yeah.
What show? Let's see. I'm gonna cut Animal Crossing. No, just kidding. I don't know, man. This is hard. I guess I'm gonna cut out Ocarina of Time Remastered. Just because I don't know. I don't ever think of that as a GameCube game. I don't associate it with GameCube at all. I also never played it on GameCube. I played it on N64 with you. I fucking loved it. It's one of the best games of all time.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't feel GameCube when I say that.
I just want to get your... I'd be okay with cutting it now, but I just want to get your opinion on Pokémon Channel. Do you see it going a lot higher?
Not much higher now.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely think it deserves to be thought about.
Yeah.
But I don't think it, even for me, would make the top 10.
Okay. Yeah, I can say Ocarina of Time, because, like, that is an amazing game, and I think they did a really good job with doing the whole Master Quest, because it's a completely different game, almost. The story's the same, but everything else is redesigned in it.
Uh-huh.
Which is really cool, but...
Is there something you want to say, John?
No.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, it is a port, and I don't think that it is even the best version of the game.
Yeah, no, that's what I...
All right.
Yes, what you said. And I think it's your time to cut one.
Yeah, so that one is 21. I can't. It's not letting me.
Now that I lied about my views on Pokemon Channel, I can bring out the truth. It deserves to be in the top 4, and I will hold on to that. Just kidding.
So Ocarina of Time is a 21. All right, so
Woo! 21.
I was thinking I can cut either. I'll give you 2 options:
Okay.
Pokemon Channel
Mm-hmm.
or Mario Kart Double Dash.
That's hard, actually.
Yeah, because Double Dash is a good game, and I really do like it. I'm not a big Mario Kart fan. That's why I'm...
See, the thing is, I am a big Mario Kart fan, but only on the DS.
Oh, yeah.
That one was so good. Because I would play it all the time with, like, Jake. Me on the bus to school. Every day. But, like, I think Pokemon Channel has more sentimental value to me. So I would have to kick out Mario in this case.
Mario Kart? All right.
In all honesty, I would always put Pokemon above Mario games. Aside from Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, Mario Sunshine's a good game.
Yeah,
All right. So that is our 20th game. Pretty good.
Yeah.
20th. Made it far.
We're getting through without really even having to argue.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, I mean, so far.
Yeah.
All right. So that ends with this list. All right. Your turn to cut.
God damn. These are all so good. I guess Spider-Man 2. It's a really fun game, but the best thing about it is swinging.
I don't know. I don't know if I could let go of Spider-Man 2. I love that game.
It's a really good game, but tell me why you like it.
I think that game showed that you didn't need to have good combat. You didn't even need to have really a good story for the game to just be fun to play. The swinging in that game, I don't think they even
So
matched the
fun.
swinging until the most recent game.
Yeah.
But I can agree that there's a lot of issues with that game.
Okay.
And it's also there's not that much left on this list. All this is really good. So
I know, yeah, that's the thing. The only thing I liked about the Spider-Man 2 game is the My Balloon Girl. So if you're not even going to mention that, it's off the list for me.
I can let it go.
Okay.
At
Well, what
19.
would you rather do than Spider-Man 2?
I
would
was thinking. I've been thinking about Harvest Moon Magical Melody.
I will not let that
Okay,
game go.
I've never
That
played
game's
it.
one of the top 3.
Okay. So
Okay, not really. Maybe like top 5.
all right. So Spider-Man 2 19.
You could try to do Harvest Moon.
I just
but-
don't know anything about it, and I always looked at Harvest Moon as just a worse version of Animal Crossing.
Oh, I see. It's completely different. I'll be honest with you, but I see why you would think that.
All right. All right. So it's my cut. What a. Okay. There's a list of a lot of good games, and I think the number 8. Okay. What about Simpsons Hit and Run?
Oh,
Wait, are you trying to...
he's trying to kick it out. Yeah.
I don't know. That game is pretty legendary.
It's so good. Name one person who doesn't enjoy Simpsons Hit and Run.
That is true.
Raven likes Simpsons Hit and Run.
But also, I don't think I could tell you anybody who is like, Simpsons Hit and Run is my favorite game.
Yeah, I mean, not that I can think of, but they're definitely out there.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to these games, yeah, I would probably kick Simpsons Hit and Run out. But I have such good memories playing that game.
Yeah, it is a good game.
When I first had my own room, and that's the game that I played all day.
Yeah.
That and Star Wars Battlefront 2. They were just so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd kick it out.
I mean,
compared
if you want to
this.
keep Simpsons Hit and Run, I'm still looking at Pokemon Channel. It's not that much passion for it, especially with your argument from earlier.
I
I
would
think Simpsons Hit and Run is just a bigger game.
I would probably put Simpsons Hit and Run above Pokemon Channel, just
Okay.
because it has more. There's more value to playing it,
Okay.
and it's equally nostalgic to me.
All right, so I will say that. Wait, which one are we cutting?
I guess Channel
Channel? Okay, 18.
for sure.
And then Your cut.
Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights.
Ooh,
Good game. Really good game. I'm not going to lie. I love that game. But I don't love it more than these games.
Yeah. Actually, I will cut that next if we. I'll cut Metroid Prime before it.
I will also cut it.
Yeah. I like.
The only reason I don't want to sound ignorant to Metroid because it's a good game. I know it's a good game. I never played it, so I don't want to cut it.
Yeah, I've played it, and Scooby-Doo I enjoy that game more. And I've played
really
Scooby-Doo recently. Yeah.
Even just running around the beginning level.
Yeah.
In the playground, and the sandbox, and the quicksand. It's just so fun.
And so Metroid Prime will be 17, and we'll do Scooby-Doo right after.
All right.
16. All right, so
I actually played that game on PlayStation too.
I did.
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
too.
think about that.
I've played on both.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I only played it on PlayStation, but I love it. So
yeah. All right, so I guess I'll cut because you got Scooby-Doo, but then Metroid was also good. I'll just do the next cut. A Simpsons Hit and Run.
Okay. I don't know if I would pick Shrek 2 or Simpsons Hit and Run.
I think
Which one I would choose. Honestly, I think Simpsons Hit and Run was done better. I love Shrek 2. I have really good memories of Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 is a really fun game, but yeah.
But Simpsons Hit and Run is just a better game than Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is fun because you play it with friends. Simpsons Hit and Run is fun because it's fun.
Yeah, and you can still have fun playing that with friends. Like, even if you're not playing multiplayer, it's just fun to watch them play
just
that
to
game.
watch. I do that all the time. Me and my friends would do that. It's the only time I ever got far in that game, is if I had friends over.
All right, so Shrek 2 at 15.
Sounds good.
All right.
I hope Raven doesn't find out about that. She'd kill me.
I mean, Shrek 2 is a good game.
She loves that game, dude.
All right,
That
so then
wrestling.
your cut.
My cut. We got Lasagna's Mansion, Simpsons. I feel like it's just really coming down to Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah, I think it is too.
We've been on the fence about it for the last 4 decisions.
Yeah. All right.
So let's just say bye-bye, Bart.
Yeah, honestly, really fun game. It feels like the precursor to.
I'm sorry, my grandma's calling me. Hello? Huh? Bye. Do not tell anybody I told my grandma I loved her. Okay.
I won't.
Yeah, sorry, my family keeps calling me during this.
It's good. So yeah, I would say Simpsons Hit and Run is kind of the precursor to Grand Theft Auto, where it has that running around and.
I agree.
Even though I don't know.
I find it way more fun than Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like the idea that you can kick them and they just kind of flop on the ground. It's the same 4 character models.
And it really kept the emotion of the show. It felt like you were watching an episode of the show.
Kind of how South Park does. Okay, sidetrack for a second. Have you played the South Park games?
No, I want to, but before I play them, I have to watch one of the show.
There is nothing in this world that resembles a show more than that game.
That's awesome.
You feel like you were living an episode. It is a crazy good experience.
That's awesome.
Definitely check it out. We should make this an ongoing joke that people family members call me
Yeah.
during these things and say really weird shit.
Okay, so now we are on 13. I'm gonna make cut. Ooh, this is. Alright, I have 2 games, and I know you both like both these games.
Ooh.
3 games. Okay, we got Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Good game, not as good as Coliseum, which is also on this list.
It's not as good as Coliseum. I will agree with you on that.
A game that I know you like a lot, I do not like it that much, and that's Twilight Princess. Mm-hmm. And we have Sonic Heroes.
You want me to choose between those?
No, these are just the ones I'm looking at right now. If you don't think any of them should go, you should just give me another option. And
I don't think any of them should go, but I don't think anything else should go either. So it's really hard to say. Let me just review my options here. Well, if Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness goes, I still have Coliseum.
Yeah, and I was thinking me getting rid of XD Gale of Darkness, I think now would make it more Coliseum be able to get higher.
I'll do it for Coliseum.
Okay.
Because I fucking love that game.
And I knew you did, so I knew that was gonna.
In all honesty, I have better memories with Coliseum. I think Coliseum has a better story. I think it's just done better.
Yeah.
But Gale of Darkness is really good.
Yeah, I love Gale of Darkness. As a kid, that was like one of my favorite Pokemon experiences was playing that game. Honestly,
Coliseum
really
is
good
probably
game.
my favorite Pokemon experience.
That's awesome.
That and probably Leaf Green and Sapphire.
All right, it's your turn to make a cut.
That
was 13, by the way.
For sure. Oh, you know what? I would rival SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom over Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
I would.
Would you fight for that?
Yeah, I would fight for that. Battle for the Bikini Bottom. You were just talking about how
It's a great game.
You were just talking about how South Park is a good example of showing how a show.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah. Fuck it.
Battle for Bikini Bottom is literally SpongeBob to a T.
I would still put it up as my pick right now, though, because I still think the games that are on this list I like more than that. No, wait, no. Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was thinking I would put Luigi's Mansion way below.
Because the first time I ever played Luigi's Mansion was right in that fucking house right over there. In that little asshole's house who didn't invite me to his birthday party, by the way.
Yeah.
I played it at his house, and it was really fun, but he just hogged it the whole time. And, like, you know how when you're kids, you like, go over to a friend's house, and you're like, I got this new game, and you want to play it really bad.
Yeah.
And they're like, just watch me play it. And you're like, you're a dick. I don't own this game. I just have to watch you play it now.
And, so Luigi Mansion is going to go, I want to say Luigi Mansion is a great game. There's literally a button on it that just to call out Mario's name. And if you're just walking around and it's silent, the theme song in the background, Luigi starts humming it.
Yeah, I know. I love that. The little details. And I love the doctor guy, Gizmo or whatever his name is.
And that game established Luigi's character. Like, yeah, he had a little bit before, but this showed him as like that scaredy, but like willing to go out for his brother and stuff like that.
There's only two main focusing Luigi like series that I know of, and that takes the cake by far.
Yeah. Honestly,
Luigi is a great character because of that. It shows that he's like scared, but he cares so much.
Yeah.
It's almost like in my opinion, he is better than Mario.
Oh yeah, he has more going on with him.
That makes me think he's way cooler.
Yeah.
Because Mario just feels like, he's the fucking best. He can do everything. Like, he's Mario. He's Superman. That's what Mario is, in my opinion. And Luigi is underdog Batman. So I would go with Luigi.
All right, so that puts Luigi's Mansion at number 12.
See, we glorified it, so no one here could say anything bad about us kicking
let's be honest. At the end of this list, nobody's going to be happy with it, so let's not...
Hey, dude, I think some people are going to be happy with it.
All right, then... I think... Wait, who made that cut?
I believe that was me.
Yeah, because you tried getting rid of SpongeBob Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, and then I cut Luigi's Mansion instead.
All right. Now, I know SpongeBob Bikini Bottom will go out soon, but I do want to bring up Melee.
Ooh.
I am not that big a fan of Melee. Like, I really liked it when it first came out.
Yeah.
I was definitely more of I love Brawl a lot more when it came out because of Subspace Emissary.
That's actually the thing I was going to talk about.
It's an opinion people won't like.
Yeah, people are not going to like that. But anyone who doesn't like that is a dumbass.
Piece of shit.
Piece of fucking garbage.
Has bad opinions. Probably doesn't even play video games, actually.
Probably sexist. That's just
and
a guess.
racist.
I don't know. No. Honestly, Melee is the second best Smash game in my opinion. And people really wouldn't like to hear that. But Subspace Emissary is fucking good.
It is.
It is so good. And like, I have really good memories playing Melee because that's my brother and me. We would play it every day, every night. But when Brawl came out, I had a slumber party with like all two of my friends, and it was so. Dude, we just stayed up and we would fall asleep while playing Subspace and then wake up and keep playing.
That's
like,
awesome.
That's how good it is. And like, if you're a kid and you play a game to that extent where you throw a party just to play it with your friends and you wake up and keep playing it, you know that's a game like that takes the cake for a series, in my opinion.
It was literally the Avengers of like Nintendo, where it's like the first Avengers movie. I don't actually think is very good, but the fact that just seeing all the characters together that just
really cool. And they paired them
it.
up in people you wouldn't expect to be paired up with.
I love that.
So it was really cool. I think that I would be willing to let Melee go, but not before SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. because I would put Smash Brothers above SpongeBob pretty much always. As much as I love that game.
Okay, all right.
I did love that game.
Another thing I want to bring up is this game I don't love, but I know you really like it.
Yeah.
I had a lot more fun with SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom than I did with Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door.
Did you really?
Yeah. I love SpongeBob. That game is so good.
Yeah, you really do. I can tell. And that's not a problem either. I really love SpongeBob, but...
Oh.
No way, dude.
Okay, no. Okay.
It's just... That game is so developed. The world around you is so real. It's so alive, dude. It's so good. There's just... there's a lot to do. There's characters that we wouldn't expect to have personalities that have personalities. Like Goombas. Like, we talked about this before. They give Goombas, like, you don't want to kill them.
Yeah.
And that's so cool to me. And Orville, he's a great villain. You know?
Yeah.
Really cool.
I mean, that was a good game. I want to say what I really like about SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is that I think that game does SpongeBob such justice. Like, every all the references, everything about it, opening the world up. I was excited to explore Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
And all the abilities you get, and just all the side. I never didn't think the game was fun, which was awesome. And switching between the characters, playing as Patrick was really fun.
Yeah.
Is awesome.
If we didn't watch SpongeBob at 3 a.m. yesterday, or this morning, I would probably have kicked SpongeBob out already. But that really brings the nostalgia back.
Yeah.
So... especially watching the first 4 episodes.
So not over Battle for Bikini Bottom or Melee. I did one more game I'm going to bring up, and if you can, I can understand if you need to this.
It's okay. Yeah, no.
Sonic Heroes. The only thing is that I don't really like that game, but I know you really like that game.
I really like that game.
Yeah.
That's by far my favorite Sonic game of all time. But it's not perfected in the least bit. It's just fun because it's something I play with my brother, and everything I play with my brother is my favorite game.
Yeah. I also think that game is fun for 1/5 of it when you get to play as the Sonic crew, but then the other crews aren't as fun as Sonic.
I would beg to differ. I just don't think you were a fan of Sonic as much as I was.
Yeah, that is true.
Because when I got to play as Cream the Bunny, I nearly creamed myself. That shit was amazing, okay? Playing as Cream the Bunny felt so cool because I loved her character. And Big the Cat, don't even get me started, dude. He's a fishing pole.
Big the Cat.
He's so funny. And playing as the Shadow Team, I was an emo kid.
Oh,
that was
okay.
cool. That was like crack for me. Okay, so that's my arguments, but I'll let you take that out. I honestly will, because I don't see myself putting it above these games. All right. Aside from SpongeBob, to be honest with you.
So it'll be cool. Okay, if Sonic goes out now, SpongeBob goes out next.
I can agree with that.
Okay. So
I'll do SpongeBob as mine. Just take it off the list.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Sonic Heroes number 11, and then SpongeBob number 10.
No.
You get to cut a game now.
Okay.
We're in some dangerous fucking territory right now.
Oh, we really are. Oh God. Okay. I want to say Wind Waker because I've only played the first dungeon, so I can't say much. And I know that sucks for the people listening. I love Zelda. I just didn't get around to it. But
I will explain to you. Okay.
But no, the thing is, I can't put Zelda above Mario. It just feels wrong. But okay, go ahead.
Okay. Why I think Wind Waker is an amazing game.
Okay. And I did enjoy what I played of it. I also played the demo when it was pre-released on that collection. I played that too.
What is awesome about Wind Waker is that from the beginning of the game you get some personality out of everybody, out of everything. And
you get Grams.
Before Breath of the Wild, there was no game as close to the first Zelda game with adventure and exploring as Wind Waker. You can.
That's true.
You were basically like a little bit of like a pirate, like going to places searching for treasure.
You're using real influential words on me now,
but and just like exploring it, even though there's not that much to find, that didn't matter. It was like the idea of like looking for these things, and the way that they changed the combat for Ocarina of Time, like improved it, like the action commands and just everything. The targeting is a lot better. also Link's face and emotions, like you get what he's looking at. Like he'll look at like
I've seen the reaction images.
Yeah, and you can
Link.
You can look at Link's face in the game, and his eyes will look at important stuff. He's just like kind of like looking at it, like, and you're just like, and you look where he's looking, and it's
So
like,
it's
oh,
almost as if you are Link, but you're more so his influencer
yeah.
because he has his own character.
Yeah, and I love that because usually Link doesn't have a character, and I think that works for some Zelda games, but I think for Wind Waker with so much emotion it has.
So you think you like the fact that Link has a character?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that in mind. Keep going.
In this game, I think it works because
I don't see this game going out soon.
Yeah, I'll give you it.
Yeah,
I like that game. I like the concept. I know if I played it all the way through, I wouldn't have suggested it. I know I just defended this, but I guess let me just review this one more time. Can I put that above? I don't know. This is so hard. Thousand Year Door has so much development, so I can't push it out yet. I can't. Kirby Air Ride I had way more fun with, but it's just not as complete, you know?
I think Kirby Air Ride is a really, really fun game. The single player, I don't know if there's that much going on with it, as much as there's
not
with the multiplayer.
There's really not. It's 100% way better when you're playing multiplayer.
Yeah.
And I've had so many good memories with you guys, with my brother. Like, I went camping once. We bring a fucking tube television out, and we played Kirby Air Ride. That's all we did. Which is insane, by the way. Like, no one does that.
Kirby Air Ride is a very good game.
It's a really good game, but even my favorite parts of it don't have enough.
Yeah.
The city mode, like, if they made it for Switch, which, by the way, guys, a friend of mine shared a petition for that. I will put it in the description. Go sign it, please. We need that to come to Switch. It's the best racing game of all time, in my opinion, just because I've enjoyed it the most. I know it's not the most developed racing game, but it's the most fun racing game.
I would actually claim it's one of the most racing games with the most amount of personality in it.
I definitely agree with that. I think the Kirby universe is one of the best games with personality.
Yeah. Because
when you're playing Kirby, you know what you're in for automatically. You're like, oh, there's going to be this guy, there's going to be Waddle Dees, there's going to be King DDD is going to come up, Meta Knight's going to come up. You know, it's just a great universe. But I would have to take it out, unfortunately. And that's saying something.
Yeah.
Every time I break that game, I buy it again.
Yeah.
But like...
Alright, so that puts Kirby Air Ride as number 9.
At least it made it.
Yeah, the top 10, like, no, it's impressive for a game. In a group of amazing games, it gets number 9. Like, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And just for a racing game, too.
Yeah.
A spin-off.
Alright, so we are at number 8. I get to choose. We already kind of talked about this. I think we are both kind of lukewarm on this game, but we enjoy it a lot and respect it a lot. Melee at number 8.
What are our other options right now?
We have Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, Thousand Year Door, and Pokemon Coliseum. Mario Sunshine.
Yeah. I have better memories with Melee than Paper Mario, but I do think I kind of enjoyed Paper Mario more.
I respect Paper Mario more.
Me too. That's the thing. It's like because it's an RPG.
Yeah, and it's a really good RPG with like really awesome mechanics. Like the whole like you are a wrestler and you're ranking yourself up to get to the end. Or
speaking of which, that's why I like the Raven Rabbids games. I'm just saying. If you ever haven't tried those out, definitely try out the first one.
Okay.
The rest of them are trash though.
And also, like the whole game is supposed to be like a play. So so every time you get into a battle, there's an audience, and the audience interacts to like throw stuff at you, or like they'll be involved in the fight.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, let's keep it on there. Let's get rid of Melee.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I know a lot of you are really upset. All two of you.
Yeah.
But just understand we mean well.
All right. So number 8. Melee, great game, amazing. Like the detail they put in that game is really good, and I like that the first game is all about playing with toys, and the Melee is all about playing with action figures.
Let me just say,
not action figures, like statues.
Huge step up from the N64 version.
Yeah.
Huge, monumental, but still, Brawl's better. Go.
So, your turn.
Okay. One Crossing, Animal Crossing, Thousand Year Door, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Harvest Moon, Magical Melody.
Did you say Mario Sunshine?
Mario Sunshine. Yeah, I think so. Maybe not. I don't know.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes, you may.
What if you put a few against each other, like Harvest Moon,
I mean, if I was...
Twilight Princess, Paper Mario, something like
So
that?
I want to say what
Pokemon
my
Coliseum.
suggestions, because it's Caden's, and I know that he likes the suggestions I'm going to say, but...
It's okay, that's the point of this.
Yeah,
You can say
well-
whatever you want.
I would say, if I was to choose, I would be going between Harvest Moon, but I know you really like Harvest Moon, and Twilight Princess.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't see any other options anyway. So let's debate it.
Yeah, see, I haven't played Harvest Moon, and I have played a lot of Twilight Princess. That's actually one of my most played Zelda games.
Mhm.
I really like that game.
It's definitely my most... No. Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
My most played Zelda game.
It is, I think, not... I don't make this... I don't try to hide this. It's not my favorite Zelda game.
No, you don't try to hide that at all.
Yeah.
Make it very, very prominent every time it comes up.
Yeah. I think it's... I always think of Twilight Princess as a more like... kind of like a better version of Ocarina of Time that came out 8 years after, like 10 years after.
I could see that.
So...
I really like the world that it put me into. And the reason Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda game is because it's what got me back into Zelda. So I played Majora's Mask when I was a kid. I played Ocarina of Time very, very, very little, but I played it.
Yeah.
I played Phantom Hourglass, which was trash. And then, no offense, Phantom Hourglass fans. I don't remember what the other one is, but I played that...
Spirit Tracks?
Yeah, that was it, Spirit Tracks. I didn't like that either.
But then you played Twilight Princess.
Let me
Yeah.
just make sure it's recording.
And I'm not saying that those games were bad. I was a kid, and at the time I was young, and I couldn't get into those games. But when I played Twilight Princess, I was instantly hooked. I loved the atmosphere, and at the time that was like what was in too, like that whole like
Yeah.
that dark kind of realm kind of shit. I loved that it had a story to it. I liked Zelda because she seemed like a badass, which I really like when Zelda has a cool character. Midna is by far my favorite character in all of Zelda. In all of the Zelda series. I love Midna. She's so cool.
Yeah.
But I can see why you don't like it. Because it's tedious. There is a lot of farming, which is annoying. The beginning of it feels like you're fucking in the Stone Age, But the rest of the game I love.
Like, I wonder how this discussion would... I wonder what your opinion of Twilight Princess would be if you've played Ocarina of Time first.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I played maybe like, I don't know, a third of the way through Ocarina of Time or something like that. I don't remember how far we even got.
Yeah, and like, you saying that Zelda's a badass is like, if you played more of Wind Waker, I wonder what your opinion of that, because Tetra is fucking awesome. And
Yeah, I do know that Tetra's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a figure of Tetra, actually. But
You sound passionate about Twilight Princess, so I'm curious how you compare that to Harvest Moon. It kind
yeah,
of sounds like you might lean more towards Twilight Princess, to be
But I
honest.
do know you really like those... Like, Harvest Moon is your
Yeah.
kind of game.
it is. That's the thing. The reason I like Harvest Moon, and let me just explain what Harvest Moon is for you guys. It is like a farming simulator. And it is like Animal Crossing. It's a life simulator. That's what it is. But it's a life simulator that you get to do the things you want to do in life simulators. Like every Animal Crossing game, when you're a little kid, you're like, oh, fucking, I want to get some cat puss. No, I'm just kidding. We can cut that out, please. In every Animal Crossing game, you're like, I want to expand my friendship with this character. I want to be better friends with this character. I talk to them every day. I want them to show the fact that I talk to them every day. You know what I mean? I want them to be like, hey, what you want to hang out today?
Big part of why some of the things I don't like about Animal Crossing, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and that's
agree.
what I would suggest for them to add is levels to friendship and whatnot. But I'll bring up a reason why they don't do that later on. But Harvest Moon does that. You can become really good friends with anyone you want, or you can marry them, which is really cool to me.
That is
and
really
there's
cool.
romance scenes, not like sexual, but just like you can go to the beach And I actually forget the name of the character that I married. I think her name was Ella or Emma. But she lives on a horse farm, and her dad, she just lives with her dad and this one guy named Gray who like helps her out. I think if you don't romance her, she'll end up with Gray in the end. Or is it Blue? It's Blue or Gray. I forget. Fairy tale. But I romanced her. I just picked a random character. I thought she was cool. So I romanced her, and then as a kid, I was so fucking, like, involved. I was like, what is this feeling? You know, like, it felt so amazing to be like, wow, I'm really close to this online character, or this, you know, fake character. We went to the beach and shit, and they would plan out dates, and they would show you, like, what happened in the dates. No other game does that I can think of.
Yeah, and it sounds cool, the idea that, unlike Animal Crossing, people have things going on that don't involve you.
Yeah, and you can watch it happen. And if you don't marry one character, they'll marry someone else. Or they'll go off and do something else. There's also mining in it, so you can go in and you can collect ores to sell them. There's farming, but there's not just like, you grow crops. Like, no, you can have cows, which you can milk and stuff, which, by the way, I'm vegan, so it doesn't really work out for me, but... you can do that, and it was really fun. And you can be friends with dolphins, which is really weird. You can feed dolphins, be friends with them. There's events that go on, and if you miss the events, then you have to wait until the next one, but you can check your calendar just to see when the events are going to happen. You can be friends with the mayor, and becoming friends with each person has different benefits in the game. So like, each time you play it through is going to be different. And you can choose where to live. You can live on the beach, you can live in the ranches, you can live near the forest and stuff. So each time it's different. It has a lot of replay value, in my opinion. But my favorite part is the magical fucking melodies. You go in the forest. There's a magical forest in the game where you meet like the fairy queen, and basically you have to like revive her. You have to like save her, you know, by collecting these melodies. And so you'll walk into the forest, and you don't know when these cutscenes are going to happen. So you're like, oh, it's happening, like something's happening, like I did something to make this happen. And then a fairy will come out and be like, oh, you're back. How many melodies do you have? And it's almost like the shrines in Breath of the Wild, where you give them like orbs and they'll give you something back. It's like that. And it adds to the story.
That's really cool.
So it actually has a story, like a progressing story to it, but it also has a life simulation. So that's why I fucking love that game.
That makes it sound like that... Because I was really iffy about Harvest Moon going that high.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like Twilight Princess should go out before it.
As horrible of a Zelda fan I am for saying this, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
No, it just sounds like it's doing more. It's going there.
Emotionally, it got me way more.
Yeah.
And that's saying something. Because Twilight Princess, I was emotionally attached to as well.
Yeah.
But
because the only thing I could say maybe
good.
Before Twilight Princess is Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, but talking about Paper Mario 1000 Year Door makes
We're just talking about how good it is.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
no bad point. Name one bad thing about that game.
Yeah, like it's hard. It has like so much character and stuff. Okay.
Exactly. And it makes Mario seem like... Because Mario in like the Super Mario games, he's not a character really. He's just, I gotta save the princess.
Yeah.
You know? But in Paper Mario, it's even without him interacting, it's like, I'm him. Like, this is my character. And it feels good to be that character.
It sounds good. All right, so Twilight Princess at number 7.
I'm so like happy about Harvest Moon right now. I really want to play it now.
So Twilight Princess out at number 7. We got 6 more to go.
So sorry, Twilight Princess. I'm so
before
sorry.
Before we get to our top six, let's go over the order
Wearing a Zelda
about where we're going. So you probably should tell me when I do want to do this.
Okay.
All right.
What do you want me to
so we're gonna list out, and if you say it, we'll just list out the order of what they've gotten.
Okay.
To. So 27 was Over the Hedge.
Yep.
26 was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
25, Star Fox Adventures.
Star Fox Adventures.
Yep.
24 is Naruto Clash of Ninja.
23 was Mario Party.
Mario Party.
437.
Oh, yeah. 22 was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
And then Over the Hedge, which in all honesty, if I were to switch things up, I'd probably put that lower than we did.
Well, no, Over the Hedge was 27. Ocarina of Time is 21.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time Remastered was 21.
Okay. Yeah.
And then 20 was Mario Kart Double Dash.
Mm-hmm.
19 is Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
18 is Pokemon Channel.
And then 17 was Metroid Prime.
Yeah. 16, Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights.
Yeah.
Number 15...
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2. Number 14 was Simpson Hit and Run.
Number 13, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
Number 12 was Luigi's Mansion.
Yep.
11, Sonic Heroes.
10, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. Number 9 was Kirby's Air Ride.
Yep. 8, Super Smash Bros. Melee.
And number 7 was Twilight Princess.
Okay.
So the last few, in no particular order, is Pokemon Coliseum.
Yep.
Animal Crossing.
Yep.
Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door.
Yep.
Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
Wind Waker.
I think I know how this is going to
And
end.
Harvest Moon.
I'm not going to say
Melody.
it, but I think I see where this is going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's just make it sure we counted right. All right. So, did I pick last? Yeah, because I think I picked Twilight Princess to go out.
Yeah. Hey, John.
Yeah.
What over Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker? What do you like out of these three? I want to get you in on this because I know you haven't played as many of these games as we have, but I want you to be in this. So like, I want to get your opinion on that at least.
What?
What do you out of the 3 Zelda games we had on this list? What would you
Ocarina of
pick?
Time's out because it's
The
It's a
remaster,
remastered.
which I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I if this was like a list of quality of games, Ocarina of Time would got a lot higher. But
I agree.
it is like this is a re-release of it, and I would say it's not even the best re-release of it.
Yeah, no, it's not.
and I like Twilight Princess, but Wind Waker's a better game.
All right.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess. yeah, that's cool.
I guess
If you really think so. I'm just kidding.
if you're not taking care of a red lion was better than farming.
Yeah, it's really fun, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. How are you going to stop the Rams, huh? Just kidding.
Yeah, the Link from Wind Waker would just get run over. He wouldn't be able to stop that ram.
He's dead. He's a baby. Probably has a small dick. Okay. All right, let's get back to it.
So what is our 6th game?
It's between Harvest Moon Magical Melody, Wind Waker, Mario Sunshine, Animal Crossing, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and Pokemon Coliseum.
Yep.
I believe it's your cut, right?
No, it's yours.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, hold on. You see, I would have to do Wind Waker again, because I haven't played it all the way through. And I liked your points about it, but like I said, I haven't played it all the way through.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest about Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Wind Waker is my favorite game on this list.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. All right, I'll retract it for now.
But,
Because I'd like to see how you can rival my favorite game with the arguments I got,
yeah.
Because I know you have something good for Wind Waker in there.
Yeah, I mean, there are some things about Wind Waker that I truly love.
If Wind Waker was a person, would you hook up with him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I see.
we'd get married.
Okay. I mean,
Like, I don't want kids, but
would you
Wind
do
Waker
it
would be.
before marriage, or would you wait till marriage because it means that much to you?
I do it before marriage, but that's more of a me.
It's just more like a lust.
Yeah. I just think I can hold myself back. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta explore the
It's not because I don't love them to respect them. It's just
No,
because
I get you.
gotta get this dick wet. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta. Yeah, I get you.
There are games that I would take out before this game, but I don't think I'm gonna win an argument for it.
Yes.
So, what about the thoughts on Mario Sunshine? That is probably
You challenging Mario?
well. No, Mario Sunshine is probably my favorite game besides Wind Waker that we have left.
Yeah.
But I don't think. No, I like Mario Sunshine better than Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door.
I do too.
Yeah.
Well, let's just take Paper Mario out.
Yeah, like Paper Mario, amazing game, everything.
Great game.
It is not a game I've played as much as the other games on this list, or as much as you have played on other games on this list.
Me too. No,
And
I agree.
I don't think that says anything about the quality of it. I just don't have as much nostalgia for it as I do Mario Sunshine. I love Mario Sunshine.
Me too. Holy hell, that game's good.
Yeah, that's a good game. That game just feels good to play.
It feels amazing.
So number 6,
It's warm.
almost made it into our top 5.
Yes.
Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door.
Yes, I would agree with that.
John, you never played Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door, have you?
No.
You
No.
should. You would like it.
It's a good.
You
it's a great
specifically
game.
would like.
Yeah,
that
I think you would really like that game.
Yes. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, technically that was your turn, but
wait.
I kind of cut that. But
No, I'll give it to you then, because I had the same agreement on that.
okay, so
Say it, bitch. Say it.
okay. I love Mario Sunshine more than these two games, so I'm gonna suggest these two games: Pokemon Coliseum or Harvest Moon. Like, you had a really good argument for Harvest Moon. I want to hear your argument for Pokemon Coliseum and why it deserves to be in this top 5.
Fuck. I don't know. This is hard. Okay. Pokemon Coliseum, in my opinion, is a genuinely good game. A lot of it has to do with nostalgia for me, though.
I know.
Because me and my brother would sneak out of our rooms at nighttime just to play that game. We would hook up the GameCube at like 10 p.m. flat when my parents went to bed, right? And then we'd be like, "Oh, good night, Mom. Yeah, I love you. I'm such a good kid." And she'd leave and be like, "I'm fucking out of here," you know. We'd sneak into the TV room, and we would hook it up, and I pretty much just watched my brother play it, and I was like, "Damn, this is so good!" Like, you can catch legendary Pokemon, you can catch Entei. It is not the same as catching Pokemon in a regular game, because Pokemon XD Yellow Darkness. The whole concept is you're saving Pokemon that were abused and corrupted, and you're giving them a second chance at life. And you're not doing that on your own. You have to go to the fucking mystical Pokemon Celebi to make it happen. And that's really cool to me. The entire map, everything designed in that game is beautiful. Each town has different people who all have different personalities, who all have lives that they've lived around the town, and they can communicate, they talk about each other, which would kind of like implies that they're alive, they're like living together. There's secrets in each area that you can only find as you progress through the game. So it's not like you go to one world and then you go to another. No, it's you go to one world and then you're like, wait a fucking second. I did this, so maybe if I go back here, there will be something new. And there is. Most of the time that you think, well, let's open a door in this area, it will. Which is really cool to me. You get to choose your own team, which I think is awesome, as every Pokemon does, but you have the option of not catching the Pokemon. So you can play through the entire game just with Eevee, if you wanted to, or Espeon and Umbreon, because you pick between the two.
Yeah.
You have both, but what I like about that game is you cannot complete it, which I think is cool. Like you can play through the entire game and not catch a Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You have to catch the Pokemon, but what I mean is you don't have to catch every Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes it more fun. Because as a kid, I was like, fuck, I would reset and play through it again. Which sounds tedious, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool, because it adds more of a challenge to the game, which is cool. But it has a story mode. It has the fact that you can catch Pokemon. It has battle arena modes. It has an online battle arena mode. It has a multiplayer battle arena mode just for you and friends to play. And it's just an all-around good game. But honestly, my favorite part is the soundtrack.
Oh, really?
That takes the cake. I've used that for games that I've made myself.
That's awesome.
I love the soundtrack for Pokemon Coliseum.
Now, all that sounds awesome.
Yes.
Is all that better than Harvest Moon? The stuff you said about Harvest Moon was a little bit, I heard a little bit more passion. A lot of that sounded like nostalgia, which, good nostalgia. Nostalgia is very important, I agree.
No,
Harvest Moon...
I have an argument for it.
Okay.
I love Harvest Moon to death. I love Harvest Moon. But I played Harvest Moon when I was a kid, and I played Pokemon Coliseum when I was a kid. I love them equally. I played Harvest Moon as an adult, and I played Pokemon Coliseum as an adult. Pokemon Coliseum was a fucking blast. That game did not slow down at all for me. I loved it just as much as I did as a kid, and I still do, and I still want to replay it. Harvest Moon felt a little slower. like a little harder to get into.
It also seems
because-
like the kind of design of the game would be slower.
And a kind of a key point of Harvest Moon is that you're a kid living an adult life. And as an adult playing that game,
it's not as exciting.
it's not as exciting.
Yeah, I would see that.
I have a girlfriend in real life that I love, so I don't have to be in love with the character in the game anymore, you know? And I have, like, a life and a house and friends that I don't have to simulate as much.
Yeah.
But Pokemon Coliseum would have to go above Harvest Moon for me.
So you would say that Harvest Moon goes out now at number 5?
Yes, but only because Pokemon Coliseum never gets old to me.
Number 5, Harvest Moon. Great game. Made it to our top 5.
That's right.
All right.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. I didn't realize I could have made that joke at number 15, but I figured I'll say it now because it has a 5 in it. But yeah, go ahead.
That was your cut.
That was your chop, your spaghetti chop.
Yeah, I stabbed that one in the heart.
Okay, so what do we have left?
Pokemon Coliseum, Animal Crossing, Mario Sunshine, and Wind Waker.
You already know I want to take Wind Waker out of
I do.
But I'm not gonna, because I can't. I know I can't. I know I'm gonna have to save it for last. So I'm not gonna say it.
Kid, what's your favorite game on the list?
You already know.
Yeah, I already know too.
Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the old, like,
And
I would.
got my reasons.
If this was my list, I would have went for Animal Crossing a while ago, but I'm not even trying. Like, to go for
This
Animal
is Wild
Crossing.
World,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Oh,
Wild
I'm
World was
sorry.
for the
That was
DS.
DS.
This
Yeah.
one is just Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
It's the first one, but the one,
America.
the first one in America.
Animal Forest is the original Animal Crossing.
Yeah, it's just a port of
Yeah.
they added all
changed
the
it.
good stuff to the GameCube one.
Yeah, they added more dialogue and shit like that, and they made the graphics a lot better. The trees aren't 2D anymore, shit like that.
A thing I really liked about the original Animal Crossing, which I'll never do again, is that you could get NES games for it. And you
Yeah,
could
that was cool.
play like the
Yeah,
original
wasn't it?
Zelda game
They
in
put The
it.
entire Zelda game.
Yeah, but then they realized they could make money by keeping that away from people,
Yeah.
so they take it out.
Greedy corporate.
Yeah.
So my options are Pokemon Coliseum, Wind Waker, Animal Crossing,
Mario
and
Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine. I know I just defended the fuck out of Pokemon Coliseum, but I think it has to go.
Like over Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine, I've enjoyed these games probably equally, but Mario Sunshine is made better. It has more. It has more time playing it. 'Cause Pokemon Coliseum you can beat in a day if you tried. Mario Sunshine would take a little bit more,
Yeah.
and
Just the
it's good.
way to take like amazing controls of Mario and just giving it an extra thing to it.
Yeah.
Like they took out the long joke but added so much with the hover nozzle.
Oh yeah, the fucking what's her name? Flo.
Flood?
Flo.
I don't know. I think it's Flood.
We're gonna say Flo.
Okay.
Or Flood. Yeah, say Flood. Sure.
Flood.
Amazing character.
Yeah.
Not even a character, but such a good character.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the hell? Why do I love that character more than any other character in Mario?
I know exactly why I like that character, because all of her stuff that she tells you is in this text dialogue that doesn't interrupt the gameplay.
That's true.
Like when you're playing and she needs to tell you information, it just comes up on the screen, but you don't lose control.
Yeah.
I love that.
So here's the thing for me. My favorite type of character in, like, Nintendo series is always that supporting role. So Midna, for me,
Oh yeah.
huge. She's with you. She's on your back. you
Yeah.
know?
Midna is
Flo, she's on your fucking back.
Midna is the second best Zelda companion.
Who would you say is the first?
I like the King of Red Lions.
Oh, the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay, I see what you mean. So, what, we just kicked out Pokemon Coliseum, right?
Yeah. Pokemon Coliseum at number 3.
Yeah.
Number
I
4.
could agree with that, which is really unfortunate.
Number
So I
4.
paid like $40 for that game to get it again.
All right. So I think we're our two favorite games, and then the one we both really like. So
Mario Sunshine?
yeah.
So the three we have right now are Wind Waker,
Animal Crossing, and Mario Sunshine.
Realistically, I know we have to kick out Mario Sunshine right now, but I would never put it above Wind Waker at this current time and place. You know,
Yeah, I understand.
in my opinion. But I
understand.
I'll let it go.
A lot of the stuff I love about Wind Waker is later in the game, and it's going to be hard for me to argue with it. But
let me just say, before we kick out Mario Sunshine, you have done so fucking much for me as a game.
yeah.
Beautiful game. Amazing concept. Super fun. I would play you any day of the fucking week. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I love that game. The fact that you can just run around on the main island on Yoshi and eat fruit and squirt bodily fluids at people and have a blast just doing that says something.
Yeah, like, I usually have a blast of, like, doing that kind of stuff in real life, but...
Yeah, I mean, when I go around squirting bodily fluids on people, I have a blast. But in Mario Sunshine, it's even better.
It's okay.
Rico Harbor, squid racing.
Yeah.
Are we sure we want to do this?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
So,
I'll let you...
Alright, so...
just do it.
Mario Sunshine is out.
Yep.
Got our final two. Wind Waker and Animal Crossing. Now...
Go ahead.
I will say, the thing that is amazing about Wind Waker is that it was the first third-person Zelda game to come out after, like, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And they decided to not, like, completely, like, try to redo those games. They just made their own thing.
Yeah.
With, like, this ocean flooding Hyrule. Such a good idea for a setting for an adventure game, because you just get to ride around in your boat.
Yeah.
And there's a reason that the King of Red Lions is my favorite companion, because he's completely, you have to talk to him.
Yeah.
So he never interrupts you. So he becomes more like, when you talk to him, it's because you're trying to find out information, but he becomes more useful in that aspect that you don't feel like you're being interrupted by him.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And I wish that care was put into more games. It's just like, the thought process of not destroying the flow. And then you meet, like, the characters of the game, which have so much emotion. If you go do the mini game at Windfall Island, where there's a guy and he, like, puts on his hat and he's pretending to be the characters, it's the most charming thing you'll ever see. And then you meet a character like Tingle, who has, like, owns slaves.
Yeah.
Charming as fuck. He makes people spin all day. And there are negatives to the game. The ending of the game where you have to find the Triforce pieces is a little tedious, but it gave me a reason to explore it. Because as a kid, I did not know what to do, so I just explored the entire world, which was the most fun I had with the game.
That is so fun.
Just-
Having a game that you don't know what's happening, but you could just...
I'm just looking around, and then
That's what I like about Breath of the Wild, is
Yeah.
exploring.
Yeah, and
amazing.
At that point in the game, you have all your tools. So you're going to an island, actually, because earlier, if you try to explore early in that game, you'll come to islands and be like, oh, well, I don't have a hammer, so I can't be on this island. But at that point in the game, you have everything.
Yeah.
So you can do that kind of stuff. And then talk about the most epic final boss of any Zelda game put in the cutest Zelda game. It's literally like...
It is cool. I have seen it.
Yeah, you were on a platform with a sword fight against a guy who's gigantic while the ocean is crashing onto you, and you have to try parrying him, jumping up, and then you you just stab your sword right into his forehead.
I really like that. I do really like that.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And
I think
The
Wind Waker's an amazing game. I'll give you that.
the saddest goodbye of any Zelda game is when you're being pulled up because you can't be there anymore. The King of Hyrule is there just waving at you. Your companion through the entire game
Ooh, that's sad.
is just left at the bottom of the ocean. But
Oh, is that really how that happens?
yeah,
Ooh!
and it gets me. That scene gets
That
me.
makes me emotional.
And it's crazy. My least favorite thing about that game is that the first 3 temples are tutorial temples. And then the last 3 are the main temples. And usually by a Zelda game, you do the first 3 that are tutorials, and then you do 7. So it cuts it down, but those last temples are really fun. You get 2 companions. Medley is fine. I mean, she's cute, and she's fun to play with. But the Korok that you get, so adorable, and he's so fun to use. And the first time in a Zelda game where you use 2 items at once, like there's these like pillars that you have to bring down, and if you hookshot to them. But if you put your iron boots on and hookshot, it pulls the pillars down.
That's cool.
It's like a cool like mix.
That's Zelda.
Yeah,
Zelda does that.
yeah, and
Zelda's
then
very well at doing that.
you put on the iron boots to hold the spring down, and then you fly up. And then when you take the iron boots, it flies you up, and then you pull out the leaf to fly.
If that is something you want to bring up, I will say that Twilight Princess does that really well. Using items to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean,
Magnetic with iron boots, stopping the rams with iron boots.
I do like that in Twilight Princess they use those things for different reasons, and I think,
Well, weighing yourself down to walk in water and stuff. You know?
Yeah, and also Twilight, like, another thing about Wind Waker is that it doesn't really add many new items to the roster, where Twilight Princess has like the chain and ball or like the spinner. Even though I don't think those items are that good,
No,
but
not really.
but I think they're still like fun to play as.
They're different.
Yeah, and like Wind Waker also takes a disadvantage from coming out after Ocarina of Time because you see Tetra in the game and you're like, well, she's Zelda. Because, like, I mean, it did the same thing with Sheik in Ocarina of
Who
Time.
else is it gonna be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still love that Zelda's a pirate in that game.
I do think that's cool.
Yeah, and
I have experienced that because she is right away in the game.
yeah, she is.
But
And I love that Link's motivation in the game isn't, I want to go save the world. At first, he just starts off, that bird, that black bird,
that takes his fucking.
they just takes his sister,
Just steals his fucking sister.
and he decides to go out and find his sister. And
That's a wholesome story.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense that he would go. He's not just some guy that's told he has to go on an adventure.
I get it. He has meaning.
Yeah.
More personality.
And
He's not just the hero, your destiny, Link. You gotta go save him.
and this is a small detail. I love the fact that if you beat that game and you replay it, you play in his pajamas. It's so adorable. His pajamas are awesome.
Yeah, I like small details like that too.
Oh, and getting new abilities, like learning your abilities from the guy in your town that's like he uses a spear. He's like teaching you how to. You actually literally learn how to fight. You have a teacher.
Yeah, no,
you have a
I've seen
Mihawk.
that. I like that. I see what you mean. He is somewhat like a Mihawk.
Yeah, and then you come back after you gather all like because he wants to teach you a technique, but you need to be good enough, so you have to defeat these certain moblins that drop this belt, or
Yeah.
it's the Iron Knuckles, right? That drop the belt.
Yeah.
And when you bring all of them back to him, he teaches you like a really strong move. And this is the first game also the Cave of Ordeals is in, where they actually do a whole thing dedicated to combat, which they never did before.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
So it introduces a lot.
Yeah, and the
And come to love.
yeah, and the atmosphere of that game is just so peaceful. It's like I would say I get the same feeling from Sunshine as I do Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wind Waker's is better.
I definitely see where you're coming from on every aspect that you bring up. Every single aspect. My favorite part about Wind Waker is the fucking booger kid, though.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean Ganon?
yeah.
Yeah, he's secretly Ganon the entire time. Did you not know that?
Is he?
No.
Okay. Okay. I was like, damn, dude, that's kind of a big thing to tell me right now.
I also
Okay. John would like to say something.
Just one thing. You only get one word.
Yeah. It's time for John to talk.
Also, I would like to point something out about Wind Waker that I'm not trying to make this a big argument standpoint, but if you compare Wind Waker to the other Zelda games, I mean, all the Zelda games are like have a lot of variety, have different themes and different styles, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. But with Animal Crossing, it's kind of a similar experience between all the different games.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think you can argue against that because they are improving every game.
That's the only reason I would argue against that is because this is the first Animal Crossing that we're talking about. The one that introduced that concept.
Yeah, that's how I thought you would argue against that.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I also agree because like to imagine the one benefit that I see to Animal Crossing that is like really getting me the reason they got this high is that how much they nailed on their first try.
Yeah, they did great.
Yeah. This is the first Animal Crossing game and like how great it is.
Absolutely.
Already off the bat.
It's a really good game. But it doesn't beat Wind. No, I'm just kidding. Anything else you want to say about Wind Waker?
The pigs are cute.
The pigs are fucking adorable.
The pigs, they put a lot of emotion into the pigs.
I'll give you that.
You can find Ganon's wife at the beginning of the game.
Damn.
He's in the pen. She's in the pen.
Damn.
Get there off a cliff.
Yeah. What about you, John? Anything else you want to put in there?
I like video games.
John's like, so this is why Overwatch should be.
This is why Overwatch is better. PUBG. No, PUBG for GameCube was probably the best PUBG.
Honestly, yeah.
The Wii U one was so. So,
It's your turn to talk about Animal Crossing.
So, let's get into this, shall we?
We just played the whole other podcast where we talked about Animal Crossing.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I fucking love Animal Crossing. Let me start off by saying why Animal Crossing was made. I told you this before, so you probably know. Or you might not remember, I don't know. But the creator of Animal Crossing was hired by Nintendo to work with them. So he had to move across country, Japan, to live near Nintendo headquarters. So obviously he missed his family and his friends. So what did this genius, beautiful motherfucker do? He made Animal Crossing to simulate friendship and companionship because he lacked that because of evil Nintendo, right? So he made an entire game entirely just because he wanted to feel happy. Animal Crossing, in my eyes, is the embodiment of happiness put into a video game. Everything about that game is fucking amazing in my eyes. Okay, for one, that game taught me how to spell. That is how I learned to spell. Okay, I played Animal Crossing. My mom said, if you learn how to read, you can play this. So I went on there and I sounded out net. I was like, N-E-T, net, you know?
Yeah.
I sounded things out because it was simple. It was easy, fun game for kids. And it was my first experience being independent. First ever experience I had being, like, an independent person. Because, I live in a house with my mom. At the time, I also lived with my brother, and then I lived with my grandma, and then my aunts, and my uncles. So I was never, like, alone. You know, always by people, constantly. And when I got Animal Crossing, I had, like, this realization that having, like, freedom is so good to have. It's such a good thing to, like, hold on to. The fact that I can choose what clothes I'm going to wear in my game, and the fact that I can customize my house with whatever I want, and not just random, like, oh yeah, I'm going to put a couch here. It's a nice couch. I'll put a potted plant next to it. No, you can dig up gyroids, which, by the way, are buried with dead people, and put them in your house, which is so cool. You can find these random items that don't make any sense, and like you said earlier, like, you can play NES games. Yeah. You can get an entire game. That was just something they had in there.
I also think that the first Animal Crossing has a little bit more collecting in it than any other ones.
It does. You can dig things up, you can shake things out of trees, you can buy things at the store, which some of them only appear once per game, like randomly, you know?
Yeah.
Super rare. Same with clothing items, which wasn't as expanded on in the original Animal Crossing game. But you could dig things up, you could find them in Lost and Found in the police office, which is like, you had the option to be a bad person, but still be a good person. Because you could, someone could give you something, hey, can you bring this to Samson? You know, no, bitch, I want to keep this rug. So it's my rug now. You have that choice. Animal Crossing gives you choice. That's why it makes me feel independent. And I really like that. My favorite part still stands the fact that you experience companionship, really. Friendship, the idea of, like, being in this town as an equal to everyone. You know? Yeah, you get a better house than everyone. But you're all just villagers. It's simple. It's a simple game, simple concept, extremely therapeutic. The fishing, extremely therapeutic. The bug catching, extremely therapeutic. Digging up fossils just to find out what you got, exciting as fuck. Super therapeutic. Talking with people, super therapeutic. And did I say the soundtrack? I don't think so.
No.
The soundtrack's amazing. So, aside from companionship and happiness and friendship, there's also weird things that you wouldn't expect in a game like that. Like Red the Fox, who scams you.
Oh yeah,
that's his
I like
thing.
Red the Fox.
Yeah, he scams you, and you're living in this game of like perfection where everything's perfect, but you don't really think about the fact that it's not. You know, it shows you what life actually is. So there's a scam artist who can sell you fake paintings. You bring him to Blathers the Owl, and he's like, "What is this? What is this garbage? Who drew this with crayons?" And then he tells you to leave. Right? That taught me life lessons. I feel like Animal Crossing was almost like a guidance for me on like how to live, you know, be friendly to everyone, this and that. But one thing that fucked me up about Animal Crossing is if you didn't format your memory card, you could wake up and your character had no eyes and your stuff was gone. That's the one thing I'll say I didn't like about Animal Crossing as a kid, but that I like now
Oh yeah.
because it's different.
Yeah.
It's why would they include that?
That
You
is
wake up
weird.
and your face was a gyroid face. And why would they include that? That's the thing. It's so weird,
Yeah.
but it's so cool. Aside from that fact, there's so much you can do without realizing you can do it. You bury some bells because you wanted to save money, you didn't know where to store them. You wake up the next day and you have a money tree growing in your yard. That's cool. You bury some fruit. That's not a seed. You don't expect it to grow a tree, but it does.
Oh yeah.
And that's cool, you know? You see a big shadow in the water, and you're like, oh, that's a big fish. You catch it, your character freaks out like how you would in real life. Because you just got a giant fish, and it's legendary, and it only appears once in a great while.
Or you see a shadow of something swimming and you pull it up and it's a boot.
And it's a boot, and you don't expect it, but then you have to live with the satisfaction of, like, that's goofy, that's funny, that makes you laugh, and it's funny. And you can recycle that, which, by the way, recycle. You know? It's really cool. On top of all that, there's a real-time clock in the game. So you can go by real time, which is cool, you know?
Yeah.
You can live day by day with, like, how hours would actually pass in real life, which I think is really cool. And one of the first games to do that.
Yeah.
So, I like that a lot.
That's my favorite thing about Animal Crossing.
Is that it has the in-game clock?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm freezing up. I had something to say after that, but I don't remember what it was anymore.
Well,
Just give me a minute. Hold on. Hey, go ahead. I'll try to remember it.
some things I'll say is that I definitely, for Wind Waker to me, the high points are really high.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, some of the highest in video games.
Mhm.
Wind Waker is one of my favorite games of all time, and the music in that game, talk about like one of the best soundtracks in a series of games with amazing soundtracks.
Yeah.
Might be one of might be the best.
Yeah. I remember my point, by the way, but go ahead.
And but there are low points to Wind Waker, and I do see them. And I definitely think the highs beat it out.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some bad parts in Wind Waker that like
As our Animal Crossing.
yeah,
Mhm.
like Twilight Princess. Not why I say Twilight Princess. Wind Waker with the
You're just thinking of the bad parts now, huh?
yeah. With the Triforce search, like I enjoyed it a lot, but I know that a lot of people have an issue with that.
Mhm.
But and the whole how long it takes to do things, a thing that those types of games back then always had, like to change the wind in that game, you have to play the song, then hear the song again, then choose the way that the wind is going, and then the wind has to have an animation to go. A little bit annoying when you miss something and you have to turn around and go back.
Yeah.
But despite all those things, I think the game just makes you feel good.
It does.
100% all the way through. And that game is one of the easiest Zelda games. I'm 100% glad that game is easy, because I don't think that game has to be hard. One of the probably my favorite scene in the entire game is when you pull the Master Sword. Well, before you pull the Master Sword, you're walking around Hyrule Castle, and everybody's frozen. All these like creatures are frozen. It's like all set in this
Black
time.
and white.
It's all black and white. Mm-hmm. You pull the Master Sword, everything gets color, and they all start moving again. And now you have to fight your way out of the castle with your new weapon, and it's so good.
I think that is really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's a great point to bring up, and I'm glad you bring it up, because I think it's interesting as fuck. But let me tell you something. If you like the fact that Wind Waker makes you feel good, you can't put that against Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is made to make you feel good. That's the point of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
It's to make you feel good. It has things that are questionable, that are like, ooh, that's weird. But you still feel good when it happens. You get scammed by Red. Damn, that sucks. That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
It's a sneaky fox. He's supposed to be like that. Which brings me to the best part of Animal Crossing, and that is character. There are goofy-ass characters in Animal Crossing. There are the villagers, who have set personalities. There's like 6 different personality types in the first one or something like that. But they're all slightly different. They all have different voice lines. They all have different things in their house. They all wear different clothes. They all have deeper voices or higher voices depending on who they are, what kind of animal they are. But also, the NPCs that are not villagers are amazing. Rover, you meet him, he's this friendly-ass animal. He really shows you the mood of the game right away. You meet him on the train. He's like, hey, you want to go to this village and this and that and this and that. He hooks you up with Tom Nook, who is amazing. Okay, Tom Nook, everyone thinks is like greedy bastard, right? Oh, he's making me pay my house off. Guys, he's letting you live in there for free and saying, if you want, you can choose to pay your house off over time. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And it shows you that you have to work to get places in life. The game's an educational, like, gift, you know? And it does it while still being fun, which is rare. Because I played Pajama Sam, and that shit was whack. Okay?
I played Mavis Bacon.
I played Mavis Bacon, and that shit, first of all, not vegan. Second of all, not fun. Okay?
Okay.
But, were you going to say something?
Just finish your points.
Animal Crossing had events, holidays.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
When you woke up on Christmas morning, if you didn't skip time, you weren't going downstairs to open presents. No, fuck that. You were going on Animal Crossing to meet Jingles, the reindeer, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that Animal Crossing has events, and they name it different things, so it's not like you're still in the same world, because you don't want to be in the world. Part of the reason you play Animal Crossing is so you can get away from that world for a little bit. It's almost like an escape, yeah. And I can't say it's not, because that's why it was made. And I know that's why it was made, you know? But I think the biggest part about Animal Crossing for me, the reason I would never let it go, is because, in all honesty, I think that Animal Crossing mentally has helped me more than anything. I think that if I had not played Animal Crossing when I was a kid, I would have been really depressed, because it simulated friendship that I lacked, and it simulated this independency that I craved, and all this stuff that I really wanted out of life, and I got it, and it felt amazing, you know?
See, when it comes down to it, I personally think that Wind Waker's a better game.
Yeah.
I don't like Wind Waker and have the passion of as much for Wind Waker as you do for Animal Crossing.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
No, I don't, because I don't have this emotional attachment to Wind Waker that much. I just really enjoy that game.
I get you.
So I think that is why Wind Waker should be our number one. I'm just kidding. Wind Waker should be number 2 and Animal Crossing number 1.
I disagree. No, I'm just kidding. I completely agree. I appreciate that you're willing to look at it through my eyes.
Well, yeah. And also, Animal Crossing is a really cool game, and it did a lot of new stuff. Wind Waker, yes, it did new stuff compared to the other Zelda games. It takes a lot from Zelda. And I think that shouldn't be something against it, but I also think that Wind Waker had opportunities to fix a lot of stuff that Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask did, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't change that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I would argue that, even the later games like Twilight Princess did and Skyward Sword didn't, but Wind Waker did so much. That's why I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
But Animal Crossing, I could see always going back to Animal Crossing and having a good time.
That's the thing for me, yeah.
If I save in Wind Waker at some point and go back to it, I might not be at my favorite part. Or something like that. Or the slow part. So that's why I think Animal Crossing is our best game on GameCube so far.
Fuck yeah. Thank you for seeing that in my eyes. I appreciate that. Although I do really think that if I played Wind Waker all the way through, I would very much like it.
Yeah, you would definitely like it. Alright.
How do we end this?
I don't know.
Alright guys, thank you so much for listening to us. Stay tuned. We're going to have more episodes on things, and we're also going to have some surprise guest come in. So that's going to be pretty fun.
Also, I want everybody to know this is a number 100%. This is accurate. This is exactly how these games are ranked objectively.
Yes.
And if you have an opinion that's different, then you are wrong.
You're just wrong. Unsubscribe.
And
if you are.
We're just kidding. If you have... In the comments, if you feel like commenting, list your favorite GameCube games.
In fact, please give us a reason why you would put something over something else. Because I would love to hear it.
Yeah. Also, if you like this and you have suggestions on other stuff you want us to do, just let us know. We will take all suggestions. And thank you for listening to this long podcast.
Very long podcast.
Yeah, our first one. So
But
thank you.
please, if you like this, let us know how we're doing. Share it with your friends and stuff. This is brand new. We're just trying to get it out here, and all the support is really appreciated. So, like he just said, the sexy man with a beard in front of me. Thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you next time.
All right.